special education system in Texas is broken. The law is written to fail the children, with just the bare minimum being provided to educate these scholars. The special education budget here in Texas can be used to cover administrative costs, using up to 45% of the funds in their account, robbing them of needed resources. I have estimated the other day with a local school district that they spend between $5,000 to $6,000 per day just in supervising. They don't even help educate the children in the classroom, or at least I've never seen them active in the classroom lately. The current state of special education is in a state of stagnation. Oftentimes, teachers can be blind to the signs of a struggling student in their classroom. And even if the teacher does see signs of an intellectual problem going on inside her classroom, does she even know what to do? Teachers are already encumbered by a multitude of duties, especially teaching. It's very easy for a student to go unnoticed in their classroom. And then teachers must spend their time grading papers, in developmental meetings, departmental meetings, IEP meetings, and classroom production meetings. And many teachers feel like another number stuck in the system, unable to make a difference. The education system in general is lined with politics and bureaucracy. It takes a lot of heart to stand up and say something, and to advocate for change. And advocating for change isn't easy. It all sounds great in concept, but when you pull back the curtain and realize there's an associated cost. In order to institute change, an individual must have the heart of a teacher and be politically savvy in order to sell their idea. Developing these proposals can take countless hours in the night, only to present them and to be declined. The traditional ways of education are just not meeting the needs of special education students. This is where I've made it my personal mission to create a more inclusive environment with consistency and structure to help support academic achievement and provide opportunity to scholars. And that's when I started looking into educational reform. Educational reform is nothing new. Many teaching philosophies have been established through educational reform. It is my personal belief that you cannot remain static to one philosophy of education. Rather, you should be adaptable and be able to take the best parts of each philosophy and use it towards the needs of the student. We can definitely learn from the theory of progressivism. John Dewey advocated for warm and safe schools that created schedules and routines to help create and foster behavior expectations and learning expectations. Another person, Matthew Lipman, had the philosophy of creating and advocating for critical thinking skills that helped increase literacy. Along with that was Maria Montessori. She wanted to redesign how we saw schools. She was uninspired and wanted to create a more playful learning environment for children. Behavioralism is another important part of the educational philosophies, as it allows us to help teach the scholars self-control, self-awareness, self-management, self-reliance, and to improve self-esteem, thus creating a more capable adult that's able to rise to their potential. We must also think about the best strategies to use when teaching. Some of those strategies need to be more visual, tactile, and kinesthetic to make them more engaging. Other strategies need to be research and evidence-based. Using all the information we have and bringing it all together, I continue to do personal research and read actively to find the best methods possible. And then incorporate all of this into our lesson plans to meet the strengths and capabilities of our diverse learners. Special education should also include the latest technology and scientific discoveries. The education should be rigorous and explain our understanding of the world in a deeper fashion, and the technology used to look deeper inside of our world. One personal theory of mine in improving special education is in the communication loop. By increasing the stimuli received during the encoding process of the communication. We can do this by using visuals like light boards, tactile items, and Socratic thoughts shared aloud to improve retention. Another innovative way to teach is by using virtual reality. We can take visual learners on a virtual trip to Paris or the pyramids in Egypt, giving a virtual tour that was once impossible and some people never experience in a lifetime. And using AI, artificial intelligence. Some teachers are shying away from the use of AI in the classroom, but I feel that we must use it as the new tool of the next generation to help our students. It can help both the teacher and the student in managing multiple data points that are concerned towards progress towards our goals, assessment, and evaluation. It's up to us to program the metrics and parameters. And it can also help in finding the right curriculum to use next. The use of technology in today's classroom is highly important. Using STEM technologies, we can provide different forms of ways students can express what they have learned. Once students learn something new, they're capable of passing on this information to their peers. And this is a very powerful way to learn and teach, going peer-to-peer. Working peer-to-peer helps us to work as a team towards a common goal. Taking care of animals is another great way to learn. Learning hands-on from the animals. Learning both discipline and responsibility for caring, while also providing a way of coping with stress and anxiety. Another important strategy to utilize is EXM, exercise and movement. This is an evidence-based strategy that helps improve the prefrontal cortex through use of intensive exercise. By providing special needs students the opportunity to compete in sports, we can help address these needs. We could also double down in the intensive exercise department by teaching self-defense that also instills discipline. Exercise helps to improve the physiology of the body, thus in turn improving the cognitive functioning of the brain. Research has proven this. Through studies and brain scans, we now understand that increased physiology can result in increased cognitive function. It is also thought that exercise can help improve the electrical functioning of the synapses. And it is thought that it can help regulate the dysfunction in the electrical synapses response. One key discovery is the relationship between exercise and neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells. This primarily occurs in the hippocampus, an area of the brain fundamental to learning and memory. Regular physical activity triggers the release of a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which nurtures existing neurons and encourages the growth and development of new neurons and synapses. It is also thought that exercise can help regulate chemical imbalances in the brain. I personally have been using swimming to help my son who suffers from severe autism. It helps with his behavior and in his learning goals. Aerobic exercises like running and swimming are particularly beneficial. They not only stimulate neurogenesis, but also increase the size of the anterior hippocampus, leading to improved spatial memory. By taking all this into account, we can stop hitting just one goal. We can help several students experience success by helping them reach their goals together. And that way we hit everyone's target. To do this, I have to find the right team to bring it all together. A team that cares and isn't afraid to be hands-on teaching our students and provide positive support and encouragement as they grow and learn. Always observing carefully and recognizing and understanding when our students need help and guidance. Because one of the most important factors is surrounding ourselves with people that truly care, while also supporting parents with education to help their own child. I am also building a website to help professionals, parents, and the special needs community understand the resources that are available and speak in forums so that they know that they are not alone. This is how I propose to take special education from stagnation to progression. The road to success is lined with many obstacles for the special education system, but we are capable of providing a better education, and if we are, we might as well do it.